Yay, I get to watch an iPhone advertisement by the director who made Igor. Oh, but there's a Hotel Transylvania short. Maybe that'll be fine, and for once Drac won't undermine his daughter's life choices like a selfish jackass. Well, my grandson wants a dog, and my daughter put her parental authority against it. Time yet again to undermine her choices and free will by buying him that puppy behind her back. Oh, this.
Hi, I'm an emoji.
Stupid.
I live in Texopolis.
Boo. Wreck-It Ralph ripoff. And we're here for our user Alex. Inside Out ripoff.
Because emojis are the greatest communication tool that has ever been invented. Die in a fire. And one day, I hope to work in the cube.
Yes, please get sent to the cube. Hi, I'm Patrick Stewart playing a poop emoji just to say that Patrick Stewart played a poop emoji.
Son, you shouldn't work in the cube when you have more than one expression. That makes you unique.
Oh, come on, Mom. How hard can it be to hold one expression for half a second?
Scanning. Performance anxiety! The fuck? Way to go, dumbass.
Oh no, everyone's angry at me because I'm too unique.
No, idiot. We're angry because you didn't do your fucking job, which frankly was not a very difficult job to do. And if Alex thinks the phone is malfunctioning, he might wipe its memory and restart the phone, which would kill us all.
No, it's because I'm unique. I'm going to go on a journey to have myself manually fixed of my uniqueness so I can be normal.
Wow, as a real-world allegory, that's actually kind of dark. I wonder if anything interesting will come of this idea.
If you want to be fixed, I know we can get a hacker. And maybe that hacker can get me into my favorite emojis club. Yep, that is the extent of my motivation. If I wasn't voiced by James Corden, I'd basically be a walking tumor.
I'm sending antivirus bots to retrieve that unique emoji so I can destroy him.
Why didn't you do that yesterday when he was here?
Silence! We need to find Gene to protect him.
Do we have to? Here's the pirate app. Watch out for internet trolls. It's not how internet trolls work, dumbass.
Hi, I'm Jailbait, a late introduced female side protagonist, so I'm constantly cranky until you thaw my icy insides. I just want to go to Dropbox. Hey, you can make lots of expressions. That'll help me get into Dropbox somehow, and then I'll fix you.
But first, let's waste some time in Candy Crush.
I feel like we're gonna be saying that a lot.
Let's waste time in YouTube and make fun of people who like pineapple apple pen.
You know, Mel, you're kind of an asshole. Maybe we should part ways while we look for our son.
Stop, don't come back.
I know a secret path that will take us to Just Dance that's right next to Dropbox. Remember, I'm here. Why can't we just go around Just Dance since the iPhone is set up basically like a hallway?
Because we need to avoid the antivirus bots by hiding in the app so we don't die a horrible death.
Hi! To get through, you must dance correctly or else die a horrible death.
Oh no, I can't dance.
Well then, your plan was fucking stupid, now wasn't it? Whatever, let's just dance together and build some awkward chemistry.
Whoops.
Oh my god, you're a princess emoji!
Oh, you hacks.
Oh no, the app's getting deleted.
We have to go save him.
Why?
Okay, but only if we waste time in Spotify first. Hooray, I'm saved. Nobody cares.
So is it true that when princesses whistle, birds fly around them?
That is an incredibly offensive stereotype, and you are the worst person for assuming that.
Whoa, hey, I did not assume. I asked a genuine question for clarification and in acknowledgement of my own ignorance.
Okay, you're right. That was an unwarranted knee-jerk reaction. I will try to be more...
Oi, princess, why can't you just make birds appear by whistling?
Oh, you both can fuck off. Hey, it's not my fault this is gonna turn into a plot point, and the writers think the audiences are too stupid to remember unless we ask it twice.
I'm gonna search this place called Instagram. I'm gonna stop in this picture of Paris for no discernible reason.
I came to say I'm sorry and that I have the same dysfunction that Gene has. Can't you tell by the varying tones of my voice?
Oh, Mel, I forgive you.
We'll always have Paris.
This movie is comedy cancer.
We're here at Dropbox, but we need to figure out the password.
Then you suck as a hacker.
And every time you get it wrong, you're gonna be set on fire.
Quick, go guess password.
Hey, High Five, I know 90% of the time we've been together she's yelled at me and set me on fire, but I think I'm gonna tell her I like her.
Wait, like right now? Yeah. No awkward misdirect or contrived drama? Yeah. Huh. How unusual.
Hey, Jailbreak, I think you're really cool and interesting, and I like you.
Oh, Gene, that's super nice, and you're great, but you might have noticed I have some complicated feelings about my identity as a princess, so
The idea of romance is sort of repulsive to me.
But it's not like it's arranged, and romantic feeling is a common ailment of the human condition. It's not limited to princesses.
Hey, here's an idea. How about the male and female co-stars don't automatically get together at the end of a movie? Is that okay?
Oh gee, thanks for making me feel terrible.
Well, sorry for not forcing myself into an uncomfortable position just to make you feel better.
I have now become my father. Oh no, I'm being kidnapped.
Jane's been kidnapped by the antivirus bots. Okay, don't tell anybody I did this. Wait, you can summon birds? Then why'd you get so pissy with us?
Oh, go find Yusuke and bang yourself. Now that I have you, I will destroy you.
We're not okay with this.
Oh, come on, we're all gonna get deleted anyway.
Maybe if we use Gene's uniqueness to send a unique emoji to the girl he likes, it'll stop the delete. How the heck would that work? I don't know, man. We're all gonna die anyway. Let's just try something. Wow, a movable emoji that may or may not already be an actual thing? This random glitch on your phone that has nothing to do with you or your personality has convinced me to be interested in you.
I've learned the way to a girl's heart is to impress them with barely impressible technology. Oh, my phone is 99.9% deleted, but hey, just unhooking it will magically bring everything back. You don't know how anything works. We're all saved. Let us end this film by worshiping Gene for his uniqueness and doing a dance number. Of course you are.
How could this happen to me? I made my mistake.
The Emoji Movie is a giant waste of everyone's time. It is every single bullet point of the conventional Hollywood animated film executed in the most ridiculous yet boring way. I could ask a million questions how this textopolis, smartphone society, and expressionless culture is supposed to work if this movie wasn't worth the effort to even ask them. The concept of this movie is completely rooted in product placement and millennial pandering. The only thing funny about this movie is how mind-bogglingly unfunny it is. It is practically a work of art to see every single attempt at humor fall completely on its face, and there aren't even that many attempts at humor. It is just an awful movie. But it is not the worst movie ever made. It's not even the worst movie of this summer. It will probably be the worst animated film of the year because Rock Dog at least had Louis Black and Eddie Izzard's character, and you all just remembered that Rock Dog was also a thing that happened this year. But do not mistake it for being in the same vein as Dragon Ball Evolution, Last Airbender, or Food Fight. Because even though it is incredibly unfunny, reeks of corporate advertising, and full of Hollywood conventional checkbox boringness, it's not incompetent. I don't hate the protagonist. I hate almost everyone else in the world he lives in, but not him. Jailbreak's identity complex about being a princess is a decent idea. I like Stephen Wright's voice work, and animation-wise alone, even if it's not even at Illumination standards, still puts it above the bottom 3 movies of last year. Even though the idea of a whole slew of characters who can't change their expression just means it's a Botox joke that never ends! But all that really adds up to is boring with the occasional head slapping. At least something like Neo Yokyo is spectacularly, hilariously, incompetently bad.
Who cares what time it is when the future's an interminable abyss of whackness?
Guys, I gotta go. Snacks are ready.
Oh my god, what the hell is this? What even is this thing? See what I mean? Outside of the horrendous premise that accidentally rips off Wreck-It Ralph when it was trying to rip off Toy Story, there's nothing even really memorable about it. The most interesting thing about this movie is the cultural phenomenon of just how hated it is. And really it is that premise that everyone dislikes, that millennial culture ad target with no cleverness to it. That's so hateable without even having to watch the movie, which is why everyone's ganged up on it despite the fact that clearly not everybody has seen it. And on the one hand, that's not exactly fair, but Trolls had a similarly hateable first impression, but it was able to surpass that and actually be a decent movie. An Emoji Movie just isn't. There's also the factor that a lot of older critics are probably using this film to polish their already existing hate boners for all millennial things. But again, the idea really is that dumb. I mean, we want our toys and fictional characters to have personalities, but why do we need the 1,000th it's good to be different plot coming from what is basically an elaborate
font that we literally couldn't use if the symbols randomly decided to change every 5 minutes. Still, even though I didn't like sitting through this, and I'm also pissed that somehow this film still made more money than Ninjago at its opening, thanks hate watchers, I really can't muscle up any extra hate that the rest of the world isn't already giving it. After the worst of 2017 list this year, we are all gonna forget about this movie, and that is the best that it deserves.
How could this happen to me?
But seriously, best communication tool of all time, you pretentious twats. If you seriously wanted to highlight how awesome emojis were, have a story of two people who speak different languages connecting through emoji communication. Look how awesome they are. They crossed the language barrier. It's not that hard. Be mildly creative.
How could this